Have you ever cheated on your spouse? No worries. Dr. Ruth says it's okay. In an interview with online media company Insider, the iconic sex therapist said if you cheated just once in a moment of weakness, but you're happy in your current relationship, it may be best to keep it under wraps, and it's fine if you just feel bad about it. So let's boil this down. About 20% of men and 13% of women reported that they've been unfaithful. That's assuming people are fessing up. The numbers are higher for emotional affairs. You know, that's where there are appropriate boundaries crossed, but stopped short of doing the deed. 45% of men and 35% of women say they have gone there. So Dr. Ruth is saying, no worries. If you feel bad, that mistake was just that, a mistake. Well, isn't this just a really weak excuse to let yourself off the hook? I mean, to each his own, but let's be honest about whether infidelity is quote unquote okay. We don't even know how many people cheat because we only know who admits to it. And why wouldn't some admit that they're a cheater? Maybe they know it's not okay, and that's why we should care. Let's bring in psychotherapist Dr. Robi Ludwig. First and foremost, Robi, what do you think? Do you agree with Dr. Ruth?
Well, I do. It depends on the type of cheating. Listen, we do not want to encourage cheating in any type of relationship. It's clearly a symptom of something else going on, either with the individual or within the relationship. But when you reveal that you have cheated to a partner, it does create damage. So you really need to ask yourself, am I revealing this because it's something I need to do to relieve guilt? Or does this have any benefit for the relationship? In most cases, revealing a one-off cheating can be more damaging than beneficial.
Well, it's interesting because just an example of people that have been honest with their partner. Actually, yesterday, country music star Jana Kramer and former NFL player Mike Costin, they sort of got very candid about his infidelity. This was on Tamron Hall's new show, Watch.
He was cheating while you
We're pregnant.
were pregnant.
Yeah, that was tough. And it's still real hard to look back on those memories because to me, they were real, and I'm like, how were they real when you were doing this? So that's been hard through our therapy to try to figure that out.
Do you trust him now?
I trust him today, and that's what I always say. I can't think about yesterday, the day before, the past, because I'm mucky. But today, he's showing up. He's a great husband. He's a great dad today, and today I trust him.
I mean, can you trust him a year from now or even a week from now? Can that trust be restored?
Well, the trust is never restored 100%. So that is the damage. When there is cheating that happens within a relationship, a partner can forgive, but they never forget. And you never win that 100% trust level back, which is very important to a successful long-term relationship. Having said that, I want to give this couple credit because this woman's husband is dealing with an addiction. So when you're dealing with a sex addiction, you can only take the next right step, and it's one day at a time. And so they've decided to try to work it through, which I think they deserve credit for that, because in our society we can throw away relationships too easily that still can be resurrected and very strong.
So let's go back to the argument. If you cheat just once, it's okay to keep quiet, because you sort of agreed with Dr. Ruth. But what are the dangers in saying that it's best to keep quiet? Does that kind of give people a pass to be horrible?
Well, it could. It could. And so I think it needs to be qualified, this statement, like this is not a free pass to go and cheat, because it can be a slippery slope. So you cheat once and then it makes it easier to cheat again. And then we're in a very different scenario where you're in a pattern of cheating that can be very destructive to relationships and very destructive to one's own goal to achieve a satisfying relationship. So I think the statement needs to be qualified, but I think the current thinking is, at least the way I was trained, you want to think about what you say to your partner. What value will it have to your partner and to the relationship? And if it's more damaging than beneficial, then maybe you want to rethink what your motivation is for revealing anything you say to your partner.
Dr. Robi Ludwig, it's always so good to have you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.